Let's talk flipping. What about the possibility of Notre Dame flipping a Georgia Bulldog commit?
Notre Dame beat Georgia
Mhm.
in the Sugar Bowl, getting over that postseason or major postseason win, for quite some time. And now Notre Dame's looking to steal away a Georgia commit. Zach Fort, 5'10", 170-pound safety. He's originally from Long Beach, California, and now plays at IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida, where Notre Dame hasn't really had much success going in there and landing big-time prospects, but he is someone that is like Notre Dame a lot, visited South Bend last spring, and I am told that it's likely that he visits Notre Dame at least once. When I say at least once, that means it could be a couple times. He's the nation's number 128 overall player, number 10 safety, according to the On3 industry ranking. And Notre Dame in pursuit of him and several other schools looking to flip him as well. So he committed to Georgia at the end of January. And the feeling was like it was a surprise. Like Marcus Freeman had just been by his school, and I was told that visit went really well. And then Notre Dame was looking pretty good in the Zach Fort sweepstakes, and he makes that commitment to Georgia. Notre Dame not giving up on him. So Notre Dame in contention for him. And then Kasani Giles is a hybrid, like a DB, I would call him. Notre Dame likes him at corner. He's listed as a safety, and he's also from California, and we're expecting him to officially visit Notre Dame in June. We've reported about that at Blue and Gold. So the potential of those two taking an official visit together in South Bend could be pretty interesting. Their first times at Notre Dame were together last March. So Kasani Giles and Zach Fort, a couple of California natives, and standouts at IMG Academy, who Notre Dame might be able to land both of them potentially. I think Kasani Giles might be leaning Notre Dame. He's got a handful of big time schools after him as well. I'm going to pull up his On3 profile so I can just go through that real quick. USC, Arizona, Miami, Ohio State among his offers. Nation's number 468 overall player, number 42 safety. So not ranked as high, but still, this is another big time prospect and a former Miami commit. So there's the update on that, Darren. Notre Dame potentially, going to host a Georgia commit a couple times, and a highly rated one at that.
How about 2027 Notre Dame football quarterback recruiting? We are heading into the time of the year where it's spring practice and people can stop by and say hello. So where are we right now with 27 quarterbacks?
Yeah, Notre Dame has its Pot of Gold Day coming up, Darren. We'll definitely be talking about that on St. Patrick's Day, which is a Monday this year. So that's just under 2 weeks away. Notre Dame will finally offer some 2027 quarterbacks. Darren, do you know how many players Notre Dame has offered in the class of 2027? So this is current high school sophomores. Just take a guess.
I'll say 42.
3.
What?
They have offered 3 players
Really?
in the 2027 class. Larry Moon, another IMG guy, and Dakota Garant were, and Jameer Brown, who committed Ohio State. These, I believe all 3 of them got offers from Notre Dame at camp last year. Wow. And Notre Dame has not offered any since. It's all about Pot of Gold Day at Notre Dame. They are going hard on Pot of Gold Day. I am anticipating probably around 80, 90, 100 offers. They are. I always say, I'm sorry?
Do you like that thinking? Because we're so used to having so many offers early in the process.
The thing that Notre Dame does a good job with is they get in on a prospect early and they talk to them about Pot of Gold Day. They build it up. So it's just kind of a unique thing that Notre Dame has done since Marcus Freeman has been at Notre Dame. And have to say it, Chad Bowden, the old general manager, really put this together to call a spade. And yeah, I think it's been a pretty beneficial thing. Like, it has the feel of National Signing Day, at least for me covering it. It's just like, so many offers. It's an all-day thing. It's a hyped up thing, and the prospects really do like it. They like being a part of something that is cool and unique, that Pot of Gold Day. So a lot of times, Darren, they will tell a prospect a few months in advance, like, hey, you have an offer from here. We want you to announce it on Pot of Gold Day, like for the lack of for a better phrasing of it. That's kind of how it goes. I was actually told there's a player in the 2028 class who they said, hey, we're going to offer you on Pot of Gold Day next year. And so in 2026, we're going to offer you your Pot of Day Gold Scholarship. But hey, like you basically have a full ride to come here. And he's a high school freshman. So it's a big deal for Notre Dame. So anyways, getting into these specific quarterbacks, Notre Dame maybe could offer one of these four who are Blue and Gold is reported are scheduled to visit South Bend. You can find the dates over on our website. Malachi Ziegler, 6'3", 195 pounds. I believe we've talked about him recently. He's the nation's number 30 overall player, number 5 quarterback. This one's new, Peyton Houston. He's another guy from Louisiana. Rivals has him ranked as the number 2 quarterback in the country. On 3 hasn't ranked him yet, but another pretty coveted guy, Texas LSU, Oklahoma, Mississippi State, Ole Miss on his offer sheet. Peter Bork from Tabor Academy in Massachusetts. I just wrote a story about him yesterday to first report the news on this offer. Penn State is probably the leader right now. Maryland and several others have offered him. Top 100 overall quarterback, 6'4", 195 pounds. Love his tape. And then Trey Taylor from Carmel Catholic in Illinois. Another pretty coveted, highly ranked guy going to visit Notre Dame in March. I don't think Notre Dame lands Trey Taylor. If you had to make me guess right now, I would say Peter Bork visited Notre Dame. Like, if of the 27 quarterbacks, if you said, Mike, who's Notre Dame going to land? I have no idea. I don't even know who they're going to offer, to be completely honest, in a couple weeks here. But my guess would be Peter Bork. He just seems the highest on Notre Dame. Been to Notre Dame and keeps in regular contact with the staff. He really impressed us at Irish Invasion last June. And when I say us, that's the Blue and Gold staff, but also from what I was told, Notre Dame liked him a good bit too. So Notre Dame has pretty good run of quarterback recruiting, from Carr to Blake Hebert flipping in from Clemson, really good athlete at the position. Noah Grubbs had a strong junior season. He's committed to the Irish in the 26 class of 4-star player, fringe top 100 overall prospect. And then, we'll see what Gaduli and company have cooking for the 27 class.
I don't think Chad's going to miss putting on the leprechaun outfit during Pot of Gold.
You mentioned him. He is kind of throwing some shade. I don't know how intentional it is, but I'm going to pull this tweet up. And he basically said, Lincoln Riley is the best head coach I've worked with. I was like,
really?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, here it is. He, quote, Chad Bowden, this is Notre Dame's general manager who worked with Freeman going back to their days at Cincinnati, says, quote, on Lincoln Riley, he is, as a recruiter, the best I've been around. There's 2 elements of recruiting. This is the first head coach I've been around who evaluates. So when I say recruiting, this is a guy who holistically can do it all. I mean, I don't know how to take. I don't know how else to take that. He's worked. I think Bowden's worked with 4 head coaches: Brian Kelly, Marcus Freeman, Lincoln Riley, and the Wisconsin head coach. Why is his name escaping me? Luke Fickell, who is his head coach at Cincinnati. I think that's the 4 Bowden's worked with. So interesting, very, very interesting. Like, of course, you're going to hype up your boss, but
yeah, you got a 400% probably pay raise. That might have more to do with it than anything.
I don't know, but I don't like if you're a Notre Dame fan, you're I don't know how else to view that except for like, dang, burning bridges on your way. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
There's probably a way to pump up USC without doing that. I'll just say that.
I don't know. I don't have a dog in the fight here. I just find this fascinating and
interesting.
He said it a couple things now. It's like, but this is an aggressive guy. This is like Chad would do this same kind of stuff at Notre Dame, and we would all like clap. Hey, great, love that. So now he's at your rival. You hate it, but it's interesting. It still is interesting.